And I think I'm doing cooking also, which I've never done.
Really? Wow, I love cooking.
I would love to have videos of what you're making.
Today
I
I
can
made
share
that
one
gatte
night,
sabji, which I've
Nitesh.
never done in my life, first time.
Yeah. Really? So you never cooked in your life?
Not really. Some little bit things here and there. As a child, though I belonged to a very middle class family, but my ambition was to have servants all around me. So my mother never had. She always was cooking, cleaning, doing with a big family. So I said, I never want to do this in my life. So when you get me married, when you give me a dowry, give me one person for my house who works for me.
Good deal,
That
though.
was my requirement. And that's why maybe being the youngest in the family, it was okay. I took it for granted that my elder sister or my mother or my brother would do everything for me.
Yeah,
So,
probably. But it's
and
quite
then
nice, right? Now that you get yourself into cooking, it's quite a nice experience, isn't it?
but I start right at 5:30 in the morning. By 9:30, I've finished my cooking. I clean the utensils. I've done everything. Though I have a help at home, like I've got one guy which I could retain at home. But 9:30, I'm finished and I'm on my laptop working, starting my day. And
yeah, no, but that's how it should be. I wish everyone could live their life like this.
And from in the evening, I've taken up for classes. I'm doing Zumba and some yoga and some exercising. I've joined a formal course.
Oh,
So
really?
that's why
Oh,
I'm
that's
busy. Like
great.
from
That's
7
so
to
good.
8:30, I have my class.
Yeah, which also creates energy. Boost your energy. I mean, I never tried Zumba, but everyone speaks so well about it, and that it's so uplifting and it's tough for the physics and
Bollywood dancing as well.
Madhu, Sandeep,
Wow.
Madhu, Sandeep, and Deepak, you are not on Facebook because you are hidden away from the cameras.
Madhu, we can't see you.
Oh, I'm not on the camera today.
All
It's
right.
one of those days, Madhu. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. But yesterday I was there in the morning and then like too noisy it became. So again, I'm back to my basement.
Okay, all right. That's fine.
I had an opportunity to see Madhu yesterday.
Yeah, I have also.
Wow.
Yes, we have met. Yeah.
I like seeing everyone's face.
I know.
Same here. But Sangeeta, your story is very good, interesting. I'm cooking here, so imagine I'm cooking here. I have no other options, so I'm cooking here. But I started making I'm making more of fancy foods every second day.
Wow.
This is the time to elevate your cooking skills, right? If not
Yeah,
now,
exactly.
But my
Once
son
I go
says,
back to
don't
India,
try your
then
recipe. Only look at YouTube and make it.
Yeah, YouTube
I
is
lived
actually.
in Calcutta, I lived in Calcutta, so I've been making those puchkas and everything. So people have been like so thrilled that they're getting puchkas in the knockout time.
So you have a family in Canada?
Yeah, I have family, but I want to go back home to my husband, my children, everybody.
Oh, they're not with you?
No. I came here for about 10 days because of my office here. I was in the US, so I thought I'll do some work here and then go because I was like quite close. So, but now I just, and then my ticket was the same day when Mr. Modi cancelled the international borders. So, sealed the international borders. I wish I had it a day earlier, then I would have gone. I thought, chal chut jayega, khatam ho jayega, but you never know, what happens. Yeah. It's extended too long.
It won't even open, I think, for another.
There is a worst case also. I think Sunita or somebody in our fraternity, they wanted to get back from UK. They landed up at the airport to buy ticket, her husband and herself. And the lady said, we can only give you one ticket for £3,000 one way. And you have to decide now in 10 seconds because online somebody would book it and you're gone. So they made a quick decision of sending her back. He said, let me stay back and you go. There's only one ticket. Let's not waste time. Now she's back in India and she's like, for first 2 weeks, she was in deep depression and I was very anxious. How will he manage himself and we are not together now? And it was like a story of partition when you two guys are separating at the airport.
No, but it's tough. But I think the most important critical decision to take in that kind of situation is to make sure that you're together no matter where you are.
I know exactly. I was
That's
about
the way
to say
I
that.
see. Be together, because to be far away from each other, you don't even have one person keeping an eye on you, and everyone is tackling these kind of circumstances in a different way.
Maybe they had the kids in India.
Nice to have people around. Sorry?
Maybe they had kids in India, Lokesh. But
I didn't ask her this question.
Okay.
Oh, that's a tough one. Anyway, there are many stories like
It's
that.
tough for either of them, both of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not easy to, be away like.
No, it
My
can be
son is
stressful.
telling me that you are not, if you don't take that flight, then you are going to be like, you'll never be able to come. I said, I was telling him, you and your blacked out got me stuck.
No, but it's
But
probably
it's
some
okay. I'm being productive here also. I just keep looking at things,
Deepak,
etc.
are you there? Is it Deepak Gupta or some other Deepak?
I'm here, but I'm busy in something, so my camera is off.
That's okay. I just wanted to make sure that you're Deepak Gupta.
Yes. Yeah.
No other
Yeah.
fraudulent person coming into the game.
And Sandeep is, I think, from Jaipur.
Okay.
Ajay is trying to get into the room, but I'm not allowing him to come in the room.
Because he didn't sign up, or?
He didn't sign up. I already told him a couple of times, and also Rima has the code, and he knows that.
It is so important that, I think the meeting discipline that we have in normal life must
You have to be a protocol, follow the protocols.
Yeah, it's important. It matters. And how is India? Is it getting hot at the moment, or like it's normally getting?
It is very hot.
It is
quite hot, yeah.
It's very hot. I don't. Normally, I'm not outside in the afternoon. I'm sitting almost like I've had a meeting from 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
I had one meeting at 12 and one I had just finished. That meeting went on to till almost 1:30 because Piyush from AM Glass wanted to have our opinion on domestic. He's institutional sales, and first Ajay was very keen, and I was very happy that Ajay could stay back and contribute with his knowledge of, because Ajay's market is all high-end customer designers, institutional buyers, and then he took 5 minutes from me as well. So it was a very interesting, and this is a takeaway for me actually. If I can change one factory's strategy and then marketing, and these guys can run back to the factories with business, I'm saying at 13 or maybe 35 days of my job is done.
No, I agree with you completely. It's all about motivating and inspiring anyone around you, and then you achieved a lot with that, which could make a difference for that person.
And I usually have catchy subjects. Being a sports person, I had today also. This is a very interesting topic. Are you a long jumper?
Yeah.
And in the morning session was that can we win the relay race? So I've just applied the relay race. I'm sure you guys know how relay race is run. It is a team.
Yeah.
And it's a baton sharing team that one guy will run for 100 meters and then you carry the baton. So if you look at the game, and you evolve into your business. Today, the team of 4 people is buying agent, an exporter, and a buyer, and your team, and as a company, as a factory, or even family. There is 5 or 6 people who are in the relay race. Do not think that buyer is not part of my team, because if you're not keeping you as a part of your team, you will not win the race.
Agreed.
Ultimately, who is your buyer? Who's the person who's going to run this factory? The customer. If he's not coming back to you, what will you do with the factory? So each one of us has to see that what are our strengths, how we can revive, and maybe by giving some good discount, maybe giving them certain support that they should be able to sell. Unless they sell, you will not be able to run your factories. And same goes with your family, same goes with the your team, same goes with your buying agents. Do not think of yourself right now. So that was an interesting topic. I don't know, it's a deep thought, but people were appreciating. Yes, we could relate. And as you, Sangeeta, you and me both know Moradabad exporters. So hard for them to get into their mind. That's a very, very blunt statement, but they are not open. They don't think of big things.
Yeah.
They go. They go with the headlight. They go with the headlight view. I can only see 1 meter ahead. That's it.
Yeah.
Who's Kapil has joined from Panipat.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
So Kapil, you're also yes, you'll also be on Facebook Live when you show us the face.
Yeah. I started from Facebook.
Yeah, and for next time, I would like prepare yourself with good light and I would say have a clean dress and in office. That will make you a professional buying agent from Panipat.
Yeah, but I can't go to my office.
No, at home only. You have to create a home office now.
Okay, I will
That's
try.
the advantage you have that you can create something now. Be creative.
Okay. Definitely tomorrow or an evening session I will do that.
Because what we are doing and what I've learned actually is now I'm master of webinars and online meetings. I'm asking my customers to come on my meeting room or give me your meeting room. And this is how the industry will run. This is how I see competing with buying agents. If I'm a technology guy and buyers can see that, yes, this guy is ahead of other people in technology, that becomes a very strong tool of marketing for you in the arena of catching buyers.
Yeah.
Because anybody who's obsolete with technology, I don't think so they can capture business.
Same
Especially
here.
after a couple of months.
Yeah.
Everything will be going in a very different direction as marketing is concerned.
Who was it yesterday that gave an idea on creating a video for the factories or like for ourselves as a new marketing tool? Somebody came with that thought on one of the WhatsApp groups.
Well, this is our thought.
Yeah, this was Lokesh who posted it. Yeah.
So
this
good.
is our thought.
Some friend of yours,
and we have signed up factories. We are creating the promo for the first 7 factories to come from I think April 27th onwards.
Yeah.
Virtual factory tour.
Yeah.
And 7 factories are coming up. They've signed up. The pictures are coming. There's a team so I have 2 virtual assistants as my son who are working for me. They're paid for it. He's creating all these pictures and which you see are made by my elder son. He's hired at 6,000 rupees per month to do a job. So he's creating the next template of the next week, just like masterclass we had of virtual factory tours.
Yeah.
So this marketing is not only important for them now because we are all buying agents, we are all purchasing community and buying community. We're looking at them according to the category we buy. But when it is embedded in the Facebook page of Federation, this becomes a very strong tool, a link they can share with their buyers. After the meeting is done and for n number of years they can do it. This is a buying community, a practical buying community asks us the right question in the room. Why should I buy from you or why should my buyer buy from you? Now that becomes a very strong marketing tool, a first-hand testimony of right people asking right questions from a factory which the buyer expects.
No, it's great.
Send this link to a new customer before even you start to market. That please know of this is exactly what you're going to do in the meeting as well. So first of all, you save half an hour for yourself in the meeting. That at your convenience, I'm giving you this video. You have n number of days to watch. All the right questions are asked by me. I've answered them, so you'll be able to better know me. And then we come on a webinar to talk about how can we do business together.
It's great. It's fantastic. It's really, really good. And it's the way to do it. Because these traditional company profiles, when you get them and they are not necessarily even looking presentable enough, they are bombarding my mailbox at the moment. And I'm like, one is worse than another. And I am not going to waste my precious time now to look like that. Okay. So is everyone...
I think 7:20 we have everybody. My WhatsApp is not working, so let me see if meeting password please urgent. See, these guys will not. Now Punita is again asking. I have 100. I think 5 times I mentioned on a meetup message also. The password is not changing for the 5 p.m. meeting.
Yeah.
And they just want to barge into a room at 5:20 by WhatsApp sending that what is the password. So let's not carry on. We will not allow the people from. This is a message actually to the community also. You need to adapt now, and you need to change your mindset. That anybody can walk into the room, and if we are not allowing, they will be going very angry. You can get angry with me. I have no issues with that. But you need to change. You need to change.
Just disallow people. That's the only way to learn. And the only exception should be if somebody like Bhavna, I believe, reached out today and said that she will be a little bit late because she has another appointment or like another meeting. then of course one should be able to be allowed the way I see it.
So these kind of webinars are now actually conference meetings. They are now, it's a conference going on. There are 7 people in the room. You just can't barge into it and disturb the person who's speaking. That why you're not allowing me?
I agree. Yeah, my
Anyway,
support.
Sandeep, you would like to know more about yourself from Jaipur?
Hello. Hi, sir.
Yeah. What's happening in Jaipur?
So it's really too hot, and still lockdown is there for everybody.
Okay.
But people have started opening up their factories. Currently, there are some people who are making masks or PP packets.
Mm-hmm.
They're using their stock lot fabrics for that purpose. There is a factory which is having cotton printed fabrics. They have come up with the cotton mask, reusable masks, and
Interesting.
some of the factories are. I had
Good.
spoken to some of the factories also that they're saying ki we are trying to start up with our own production. But I said, what will you do of the production right now? Because there are no orders right now. If you have orders, you should go for it. But if you don't have, then you shouldn't make a stock and then pile up, and then you should not do that. So this is what is
Interesting.
happening.
So where is the labor coming from?
Labor, they are still here only because they have the facility to accommodate them.
But Jaipur is a green zone.
No, it's not
Then
on
how
it.
come they're running the production?
They
They
are
must be making
actually the
masks, no?
factory. That area is outside. Outside the
Can
red
you
zone.
suggest some printing unit who's doing a printing?
Printing, I'll have to check it out. If there is
And
someone
he's
who's
got
doing.
a big lot of fabric also. I've got an order
Okay, what kind of printing, like screen or hand
for
block?
stuff because nobody not. It's a scarf. It's a standard scarf. It's like we have to put the beads, but the factory is in Greater Noida. But still, if somebody could do the printing and the fabric is available.
Yeah, print which fabric? I'll let you know. Very definitely.
Call me personally or WhatsApp me, and then we can talk about it.
Sure.
Yeah, we need to have those informations available from the localized, specialized people in our community, how these factories are running, or maybe the labor is there, and is there a solution? Is there something happening? So we can actually be now starting to prepare our strategies of city-wise production.
Exactly.
No, actually, if you are making anything related to health and safety, they are allowing you to do it, to start the manufacturing. And also, if you have you have confirmed orders and you can assure that 2-meter distance and you can have the sanitation at intervals, then you are allowed to start production.
Yes. Actually, there was an article in the day before yesterday's newspaper that government is allowing the factories to run if they accommodate their labor in their factories only.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
they need to follow all those rules and regulations of.
But that too only in the green zone, not Panipat or Muradabad.
Only
Everywhere,
green zone.
everywhere,
Only green
Sangeeta,
zone.
anywhere.
And
it should be out of city.
Out of city, right?
Not in the red zone or orange zone.
Yeah.
It's out of city factory only.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
And
a
No,
commercial
if you're
or
not
industrial
in the
place.
red or orange
Out
zone.
of red zone or orange zone.
Orange zone,
And
red or orange. Green zone, you are allowed.
Green zone is allowed.
And that is
Yeah.
also not in city. And
Yeah.
factory should be out of city.
So Panipat, nothing is running, right?
No, textile is not on their list.
But
So
textile is not on the list. How come it's going in Jaipur then?
I don't know.
Only
In
the
Haryana,
PPE, only the
They
PPE
have
actually.
taken
They must be
taken the
making
permission from the government and then they're doing it.
But it's very risky, eh?
Yeah, it is
Especially
risky.
for small factories, very risky. I can imagine of Trident and Wellspun doing this because they're all compliant factories. They have systems in place. They have responsibility also towards making such thing happen in the factory.
Correct.
But smaller and MSME factories, I don't think so. They will care anything. They just want to mint money right now.
Yep, that's what's my opinion.
Welcome,
A lot of
Punita.
factories are making masks now, cotton masks.
Yeah. Yes.
But
Even
does
in
that
Delhi, they are
qualify as
making.
protection gear? It doesn't need to fulfill any certain standards. So can you
No.
take a cotton
No.
mask and then
The
say
cotton ones, no. Linda, cotton ones, no. You just have to make those double layered or triple layered cotton masks, and a lot of manufacturers are making it. And I think it's going to be, they're saying that it will become mandatory for people to walk around in Delhi with masks. So those are the ones, because the medical ones, they don't want to, use that for general public. So the cotton masks are the ones which are coming up.
Okay, maybe an opportunity. It's going to be the next fashion items, I feel. There is so
Yeah.
much opportunity in masks because, of course, you would like to match it up with what you're wearing. You don't want to wear
Wearing
something
exactly.
white if you wear
That's
something at night.
apart from that, there's a new industry is that fashion accessory products to go over the mask.
Yeah,
Yeah.
completely. It's going to be a new
They're
product item.
There's been big brands, they've been advertising. I've seen it like with in some business forums that they have masks which has got rhinestones and all that, decorations on the mask. And they are saying this means it's a way of their way also of keeping their brand in the.
No, interesting. It's a new creative category one can get into. We started working on it actually. We did the research, the design research. So we put together our mood boards and everything. And I'm amazed to see how many opportunities you have in terms of using shift-leaf fabric. That is, of course, lined, not that you have the open holes. And you can use lace fabrics, which is lined, and it can actually be really cool. And people will want to stand out. Because we are still human beings, so we would like to create our identity with whatsoever we wear. So this I think will be a very good important category of items going forward.
Yes.
Lokesh, how can I send some pictures in chat during this
You cannot send a
conversion?
picture in chat.
Chat you got.
There you can send a file. You can send a file, but not a picture. What do you want
Because
to send? I can
have
screen share.
I
can allow you to screen share your
fashion
laptop.
mask. I'm doing from my iPhone. I have some
You're
pictures
doing
of
from your iPhone. Okay.
Or I can do WhatsApp to you.
Yeah.
These are fashion masks.
Okay. Good. Yes, definitely.
I'm going to send it to you by WhatsApp.
You can share it as a file.
Perfect.
Yeah, if you can do on a chat, you can share the file, but he's on laptop. He's not on a laptop actually.
No, even from phone you can do it.
How?
Share screen.
Yeah, I'm just checking on mine's.
There is an option like share on my phone.
Yeah,
It is coming
you go
like
there.
share. Press
And
share,
then you
and you
say
can
share
send the
photo.
photograph.
Yeah. And then they'll ask you, will you allow Zoom to access photos and medias on your device? If you allow, then you can put the photo. Then you can put the photograph.
I'm not getting any option like this.
You're not getting it? There's a share option. You go on the bottom of the screen. There is where you have mute, start video, share, participants, and the dots.
Yeah.
So there is a share.
Okay.
But no.
We are 1 minute away from a topic today. For 15 minutes, I'm going to talk and actually also ask you guys on the thought process we should be applying. You can try to do that now, Kapil.
We saw it. I saw it.
You saw it?
I saw it. Donald Duck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we saw it. But it's gone now. Yeah.
Yeah. So
More style, I think. More fashion. But it's a great category. We appreciate that.
Linda, people have been putting it up with their brands. Big brands are coming up with fancy things. And they cannot advertise themselves at this moment. So they'll say, okay, keep safe with this beauty mask or whatever language they're using. So so people don't forget their brands and they get the feeling of the brand. Plus the ad is on without it being a ad. It's like a dormant ads.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people doing it. I've been seeing it in the business forums.
No, it's going to take off. I think so, because I think it will be compulsory to wear a mask when we go into travel, etc. for the next year. I don't think we get on a flight today
All
without.
right, Punita, are you here now? Are you audible?
Yeah, I'm here. Thanks
Yeah.
a lot. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
So I have a small request to everybody here that let's start following the protocols and rules of a meeting room. I will request you all to actually go back to the Meetup app or on the website. It's a very user-friendly website. There's nothing wrong with the web. I can see Ajay cribbling in a private chat with me. That's so complicated. I would do this, do that. There's nothing at all you need to do. Once you know the process, it's as similar to coming to a meeting room in a hotel. Once you know the way, where is the banquet hall, where is the meeting room, where is the placement of card of which meeting is happening here, and we walk into a room. It's only our mindset problem, which is with the technology as old school. I'm sorry to say if I'm using a wrong word, this is an old school thinking that I cannot do it. It is not at all difficult. You should be able to know that once your meeting starts and there is no link available, because Meetup is not going to show you link after meeting is started. That means the room is closed now. So there is a way to enter is that if you know the code, most welcome. There is an ideation desk. It's been 2 years. We have a full-fledged ideation desk working for you. I'm very surprised when people say, I don't have Rima's number. So that is something which I am not able to accept, that there is a facilitation desk, a paid facilitation desk for your service, and people are not using and availing those tools. Anyway, let's come back to the topic of today. Don't mind it if it is not directed to one person. It is maybe I'm also doing some mistakes. So we are all learning with each other. And this is something which I really appreciate, that I would say we are around 8 people today. There are almost 7 more people who could not join, and it is their bad luck. Because of their mental barrier, they could not come up, especially Ajay. I can say him because he's a very close friend of mine. I can say it in open. And I could bring him to that level. I'm very happy. In the 12 noon session, he was so, I posted also in the group, and I love, he's talking to a factory and he's guiding with the key input the factory needs. Anyway, so how many of you have played or sports as a long jump have you watched? How much do you know about long jump?
Yeah.
Everybody?
I do.
Lokesh,
We played it in school.
Yeah. Who played in school?
I did.
Me did. I also.
Even I did.
Okay. So what is the best strategy to become a best long jumper?
You have to go high.
High. No, you have to first run,
How
get the
do you go
speed,
high?
and then go up.
Speed up starting.
You have to pick up that momentum, and then at the right place, point, jump up.
Yeah.
So timing. Let's start the. I will write the skills needed to become a good perfect long jumper. Timing.
Practice.
Yes.
Speed.
Practice.
Speed.
Speed.
Right point.
So that becomes positioning.
And also you have to move your arms backwards, At that point, you have to move your
body
arms
language. Right? What is body language?
Yeah, that momentum up in the air also. That's supposed to go a little bit longer.
Deepak has added take a back step.
Correct.
And nutrition, to make sure that you have the, food that is required to keep you
health, fitness,
flexibility, flexibility in your body.
Mindset.
Yeah.
Mindset.
Again,
yes.
mindset.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Yes. Fitness, mindset, health, body language, flexibility.
Flexibility, Lokesh ji.
Flexibility.
Attacking mode.
Aggressive, yes. Flexibility.
And unfortunately, Lokesh, age does matter in specifically long jump. So we would not want to say that you need to be young here, right? Because then you stand
well, yes, in a certain way, I would say, how do you call when somebody is actually knowing their strength and weaknesses? So awareness. That this sports is not for me.
Yeah, exactly.
So it comes under awareness.
Yeah, cool.
But
Anything
now
else?
you can't say that, Linda. I've heard a 90 plus lady and a guy was doing the marathons and winning the race.
No, we're not talking about marathon. We're talking about long jump today.
No,
Yeah,
I
but
just joke. Just saying off the cuff on,
No,
on the
exceptions would be
age.
there, but in
You
general
can do it,
speaking,
Mr. Lokesh. You can do it.
Madhu,
Put your
exceptions are
mind to
there.
it.
Exceptions are there, but no, in
Uh,
generally speaking, long jump is not for old people.
oh, this is just for a laugh.
No. Let's talk serious now. Anything else you have to now tell us about the skills needed or strategy, or I think we pretty much covered with timing, practice, speed, positioning, take a step back, body language, health, fitness, mindset, flexibility, positivity, yes, aggressive and awareness.
It is also, you know, that point where you have to jump. With the positioning comes with your, you know, strategy that I have to take this much speed till here, that
Comes
here,
under
and when I
practice.
reach there, then I go up.
That comes under practice.
Yeah, practice strategy. Yeah.
So perfectly
That's a
said,
strategy.
very
You have
rightly
to make
said.
a
I think
right
all
strategy.
these skills are actually needed, and right now what you're doing is you're doing exactly the same thing. You're preparing to do a long jump because there will be a 2 year of jumping in the business. Minimum 2 years will be there when I can say that yes, I am back at the same position where I was there before.
Yeah.
Very
Could
correct.
be.
Very correct. Very correct.
Some could be fortunate than me. Some could be unfortunate than me. Some would have to close the shops as well.
Yes.
But
Yeah,
the
correct.
best takeaway from this is that Deepak has said, take a step back. Please step back and review your position. How much steps more I needed to, because long jump is a stage-wise sports. You cross 1 meter, then you next time you come back, you 1.5 meter, whatever. There is a gap of 25, I think, centimeter or something. So every time there is a big jump, you have to step back accordingly.
Restart.
I would say adaptability. This will come under adaptability, that the more high I have to jump, I have to maybe take more steps back. So please use these tools in your challenges in business as well, because it is something exactly what is happening now.
Correct.
I hope it made sense.
100%. Of course.
Anybody has anything to say? Any feedback? Kapil, Punita, Deepak, Madhu?
No, you're on the track, Lokesh. You're on the right track.
Deepak, age is just a number. We agree. Yes, of course, age is just a number. But as we said, if you're talking about something like this, it is just exceptions are there in long jump, because long jump means putting yourself into a sand. So we forgot the landing.
Look, KJ, I would like to say that you have to keep on your track. Punita said it just triggered something that you have to be on the track. Don't go off the track, otherwise you'll not jump at the right place.
And we forgot landing.
Yes.
Your landing has to be very perfect.
Yeah.
Because
the tracking,
your
keep on
target,
track.
yeah, if your target is big retailers and you are wasting your time in Amazon sellers, you will not land up at the right business. Or if you are a small buying agent and you think that, oh, there is a big retail store coming up and let me pitch for the business, you are doing something wrong in your business. You will not be given business. You're a waste of time. You will not land up at the right place. And energy and all the resources which you have right now are very, very limited to crack the business. Gone are the days when I can spend a lot of money on traveling, I can spend a lot of money on marketing, and I can try and connect with 10 buyers and maybe one will come. You only have the resources for one buyer. If at all you are losing business. Do not spend anything without doing a SWOT analysis on what is your strength. Am I ready for this buyer? Or even if he says yes to me, how will I create a team? Do I have the time? Do I have the resources and constraint with all the people walking here and there? And there is so much of chaos happening in running back to the system, running back to the. You'll imagine we all are owners, maybe small, maybe big, but some people are delegated in our company. So are they ready to take up the challenge? Even if I bring a buyer, we don't know. Some people might have a personal tragedy in their family also. Somebody said, just come up and say, oh, sir, I'm not able to come for 2 months because my community had coronavirus and my friend or my neighbor or my family, somebody has died.
Correct.
So as a team, you have to think that if I'm taking a long jump and landing, and Deepak said also, we must understand that multitasking is a myth. We should delegate work. Of course. Multitasking is actually necessary evil. It's as good as a knife. Now you decide what you do. Want to cut your finger with a knife, or you want to cut vegetables and fruits? Because if you are using multitasking in a wrong way, you will cut your fingers. It is a necessary tool, an evil. You cannot avoid it. So I don't agree with business coaches who say you should not do multitasking. Multitasking has various dynamic roles. As an owner, we do multitasking. Don't tell me that I'm not doing multitasking.
But that's what we do on a day-to-day basis, Lokesh. But what we focus on from a larger perspective is something totally different. And what I see in India quite often is that everyone is trying to jump on each and every opportunity, thinking that, oh, maybe I can do a little bit of this, and maybe I can do a little bit of that, and with that you lose your focus. But of course, multitasking as a tool for how we conduct our work at the right time and we manage our deadlines and everything, that is a must, an evil must, like you say.
Yeah, correct.
Because if you're against multitasking and I have to manage the show, while we were all talking, I had spread our live Facebook broadcast link to, I think, 7 of my vendors' broadcasts. Also, I had to start the live streaming as well. So if I don't do that, we are not successful then. So Deepak, yes, you are very right. Delegation. You have to learn the art of delegation and take some risk. Delegation comes with a risk. Kalpesh, can you introduce yourself? Kalpesh, I'll have to remove you because we don't know you. And you will not be able to come back in the same room. Kalpesh, please come back. I don't know who this guy is. And when did I click for him to be entering the room? Bye, Kalpesh. Yeah.
Kalpesh is still in room.
That's what I'm saying. Just giving him one more chance. Anyway.
Maybe he's fixing his mic.
Kalpesh.
Bad connection, I think.
Even I am not able to remove him. So why is this happening? Why should I not be able to remove him? Put in the waiting room. Okay. He can wait in the waiting room and introduce ourselves. Okay, coming back to the topic. Yes, delegation is very, very important. And I think if you connect to the subject, even a long jumper needs his lot of people to help him to become successful. If the long jumper is thinking that I can be a successful long jumper, and the more high you go, the more competitive world you go, you cannot do it alone. Your fitness needs to be taken by somebody else. Your mindset has to be taken by somebody else. You need a coach. You need, I would say, awareness. So you need a lot of resources that how other people are doing it. So definitely the delegation in context of the subject, and when you convert it into a business, you need to start thinking now. If I am challenged with so many things and I am not able to virtually assign some tasks to my sons as my virtual assistants, you will not see me performing like this. I would have been struggling with my Zoom thing only. But now my meetups are created automatically. I'm just sending everything on WhatsApp between us, one message, wherein there is 7-member team also working as a volunteers in a different room. They also have been delegated these things. So this is a team effort which we are doing. I'm very happy that we all are coming together as a governing body. We are all actively working now. So then we can grow much faster. So that's good work, teamwork. Yes, Punita, good work. Teamwork is of course needed. It is a team. A long jumper or any successful sports player cannot be successful unless he has a team.
Yeah, very important.
So I'll have certain tips. I have also done one part. Let me bring the tips on the chat. Normally these tips are for the exporter side, but we can always have a discussion. Anybody else have to say something? It's just the last 15 minutes we have. If we have to talk something or discuss something, now the forum is open. You can talk about subject or you can go out of subject as well.
Okay, I want to add here something.
Yes.
I have in last few days in this lockdown period, I have learned that your average income will be the average of 5 closest people you interact with. Maybe it can be your friends, with the close family members. So
Yeah.
you must learn from the higher ups. You must keep a good company. And moreover, I have learned that you need to have a coach. If you want to become a Virat Kohli will be needing a coach instead of a person who plays a gully cricket.
Of course.
So you should have a coach who can train and who can look at your shortcomings. And it can be any person.
Exactly. You need a mentor. I would say you need a mentor. And different mentors at different stages. That is my experience. Maybe I'm wrong, but according to me, I needed even a marriage counselor at one time. Now I don't need him. One time I needed somebody to teach me meditation. So I had spent 3 years in art of living, volunteered, participated 100%. For the last couple of years, I'm actually not active in volunteering, but I'm doing my short kriya every day. And I'm missing long kriyas because the schedule they have on webinar is not matching my webinar timings. So you need these kind of people to make you learn, and sometimes you need to go back to a person with experience. How do I do it? And
just like to add one more thing,
yes,
Lokesh.
Sunita.
In management, we have learned this concept SWOT analysis, I
Yes.
think since we're in lockdown, we all have time on our hand and think like all of us are business owners. So we all can do a SWOT analysis of our business in the sense what are our strengths, what are our weaknesses, what are opportunities and what are threats. If we just list them down, I think there will be a lot of clarity in our mind how we are going to approach the next 2 years or maybe the next season. Till the time the travel ban is like till the time people can't travel, till the time opportunities do not come up, how are we going to sustain ourselves? All this, if we do the SWOT analysis, it will give a lot of clarity to everyone how we are going to approach the coming years.
Yeah, exactly.
Very valuable input, actually,
Jot it
Puneeta.
down.
It's really good. I did that before I took all the tough decisions in my company, and I went really lean on my expenses. I was sitting for 2 days and with different team members, just doing a completely clear mind mapping of our strengths and weaknesses, opportunities, etc. And with that, I came to the conclusion about what I need to do without being emotionally attached whatsoever to the decisions that I needed to take.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
That it has to be a very practical way of working. MC, we can't be emotional about it,
Yeah. And if you write down all the points, then it makes it easier for you to know that this is, and you can rethink about the whole process and then you can implement it accordingly.
Exactly. It will give you a standpoint as to where you stand as of now.
Yeah. Because once you note down, then it registers much more. And then you have that rethinking cap on. It works that way. I think for me, it works much better that way.
Absolutely.
Oh, good that you mentioned that, Puneeta. I agree.
Thanks.
Okay, Lokesh, you have a couple of points to
So
share with us.
yes, I had certain things to share with you. If you guys can read the chat.
Yeah,
So,
I read it.
tip of the day, tech tip of the day. Anything else? I just learned that even if I'm on the laptop and sometimes I don't see how you raise your hand in a meeting. So there is a control Y as a panel on your panel.
What did you say now, Lokesh? I didn't follow you at all. I'm sorry.
Hold on. I had to change my batteries for AirPods are gone now. So
yeah, because I'm sitting and waving, like this whenever you ask for the breakout or like break room sessions, and it feels like there should be a better way to communicate attention.
Yeah, there is an option to say raise hand. When you do that, then your yellow hand comes up. Where there are 3 dots?
3 dots. On the chat?
Yeah, no, on the meeting thing, you go, there's meet, there's start video, there's share, there's participants, and there is more 3 dots. Just softly click.
Right bottom corner.
That's not how it looks on mine. The right bottom corner, I have leave meeting, and then I have reactions, record, share, screen, chat, participants, stop video, mute.
There are no dots?
No dots.
Oh, maybe on the phone there are. I'm not working on the laptop on this.
Okay. I don't have it on my laptop.
It should be there actually. Laptop has more features than you could get on the phone.
Yeah,
and
normally
it says
it's like
raise
that.
hand.
So
But-
there are certain
but reactions?
challenges. Reaction is just a clapping and
Yeah, I
thumbs up.
see that. Yes.
Then there is that chat and raise hand.
So I was just coming back to the conversation because of airport issues. So did you learn how to raise hand in a meeting? No.
No.
Do you
It
Yes,
does
I learned.
control Y.
control Y?
Control Y.
A control Y on the keyboard.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes. Kapil has raised his hand.
did I raise
Yeah,
my
I
hand?
learned. I learned.
Kapil has raised. No, Linda, you are raised your hand.
I'm
You
on
will
an
be seeing your.
Apple MacBook.
See here, I
It is the
raised
same for
mine.
Apple, and Madhu's also raised a hand. Linda, you will be able to see on your screen if you are raising a hand. Sandeep could do it.
Okay.
Sangeeta is not able to do. Anyway, you can go to settings in the Zoom, and there are on this when you go to settings on the left hand tab, you will see tools. So the bottom, second last or last is shortcuts,
Mm-hmm.
and there you will be able to learn what shortcuts in the laptop you can use while in the meeting.
Okay, let me write this down.
The
Okay.
second, I should not give you not more than one tip a day, but the coming to lowering hand in the webinars, when you are actually attending multiple webinars and many people are there, don't expect the host to lower your hand. It is as
You can do it
equal to a
yourself.
classroom where you have raised a hand and teacher is speaking, and as a teacher she will say, okay, you stand up and speak. So do not expect to teacher to walk down till your table and putting your hand down. So that is an etiquette. A lot of the webinars people don't have it. So they expect, for example, Sandeep has not yet lowered his hand. So I will have to do it from here. When I'm conducting a webinar of 35, more than 25 people, the second page I'm not able to see.
Mm.
And I would be able to see only his name when I'm opening the participant list. So it basically breaks down the momentum of the person who's speaking, especially as an admin or a host who's only speaking and people are watching.
Mm.
So when you raise a hand and once you are addressed, as soon as your turn comes in and you maybe you're going to ask a question or something, as soon as you start talking, please lower your hand. All right, guys. Next tip in the next session. This is for buyers, for exporters who are willing to sell into institutions. So this is one more thing which we are coming up with. That exporters, lot and lot of exporters would be willing to now sell domestic. With looking at the scenario, they have to run the businesses. So we are also offering solutions to them in our 12 noon and 8 p.m. Where is the market for you in domestic?
Question.
Recording? Yes.
What exactly do you define as institutional buyers within
Institutional buyers are not the retailer and wholesalers. Institutional buyers are architects, interior decorators, hotels,
Corporates.
hospitals, corporates.
Okay, B2B.
They are institution. They buy. They are not conventional buyers.
Yeah,
They are
no,
direct
no.
consumers. They are
But they're
direct
end consumers.
but they are not a single one-person consumer.
No, B2B
It
more
is an
kind of.
institution. You might be selling school dresses to schools, so your sales are going to an institution.
Mm.
You might be selling furniture to college.
Mm. Okay, cool.
And as a buying agent, uh, so here is the tip now. We might overshoot for 5 minutes because of all this testing done. As a buying agent, there are buyers who actually are into institutional sales as well. I happen to meet one lady. I'm not able to do anything because I don't have the bandwidth to service her. Maybe some collaboration can help me out. Femka is in Amsterdam. She has an own factory in Poland. She does uh, school furniture, co-working furniture, exhibits in Maison, and that is where she said that guy, Lokesh, is there a way I can enter the Indian market? I said, if you want to enter the Indian market, you need to first have use the Indian factory. But from her perspective, in a couple of my meetings with her, I could understand that there are buyers who are also institutional suppliers to these colleges or schools or hospitals in other countries. Tap that market, because they are not conventional buyers, they're not sourcing specialists. Sometimes they are not able to. And High Point, as we go, is full of all these people. There are other, I would say, high-end fairs. I don't know the name. Ajay has, I think, more or less more idea about it because he caters to that category. This is a new opportunity for buying agents to tap new customers, because there will be a huge dearth of buying agents going to retailers and wholesalers. Stiff competition is coming up, so look for new marketing avenues. All right, recording is available on Facebook. On request, and the Facebook page is already there. You can always watch whatever is happening.
Lokesh, I've been trying to request. It's not going from the meetup. I tried 2-3 times.
What on the from the meetup?
I wanted to request for some recordings, but I couldn't.
So you have to go to the Federation website, Federation Facebook page. There is no request to be done.
Okay.
Okay, I want to add something, Lokesh.
Yes, Deepak. Sorry, I could not see your hand. Yes.
Okay, for the institutional sales, just I want to mention that during this lockdown period, I was investigating on some product and I had a chat with few people. So I got a client like Tihar Jail is also a client for institutional sales. He is selling like 1 lakh rupee worth of merchandise daily to Tihar Jail only.
Yes. So prisoners,
Yes.
the prisons,
Yes.
overseas prisons also could be a market for you.
So this is a very big market out there.
The vendors to prisons in across the globe, they also need merchandise. They have dresses and they have furniture and lighting and everything. So I'm not talking about conventional things, but yes, you should look for something new if you guys do want. Maybe you can go deeper in the same country. For example, if you think you're South American, you're strong, look for new customers in new avenues in the same country. It's easy for you to actually go and penetrate that market because you have strong connections there. So instead of going horizontally into different country looking for a Tihar Jail kind of a buyer, only deep dive into one country and use your connections of the relationship you had with buyers or companies there. That who are the other people I can connect with. Anyway, we'll have time. So we have 2 sessions, 12 noon and 8 p.m. Request to all of you. I'm sure you all are doing your efforts also. Many of us are spreading the news also to the exporters. Bring them to us. It is a mindset issue that people are not able to understand, but we need to help them. Irrespective of how many can come, even one can come, our job is done. But do share.
I'll get one tomorrow.
Yeah, do share with your network of exporters that, guys, this is a room where you might find value. There's nothing, we are not earning a single penny. We are not here for business today. But we have created this platform to create avenues and strategize and opportunities which we can work. We are not going to talk, and you must have seen today I was very tough on the owners group also. I do not want any negativity to fall. These stores are canceling. This is a fact. There will be stores cancelled. There will be job losses. There will be Zoom is a fake. How does it matters to me? Can you give me a suggestion how can I run my business and thrive? I would like to have that post coming in. So according to the pitch, exporters also should understand that we are here to look for opportunity of working together and grow. 5 p.m. as you know is a buying agent. So if you happen to know more buying agents who are not connected to us, reach out. Please do not worry about whether you have been talking to them or there were bad experiences. Don't worry. I had actually sent the link to each of the BAA member as well. I have no barriers. I had wished Christian Rai Easter as well, because I do not see a relationship going bad when there is a livelihood and live question.
Agreed.
There is no personal ego. It's a similar trade body. For me, BA is as equal as FIO or as equal as a CII. You guys are running your own house. We are running our own house. Can we collaborate? Can we look at an avenue of serving the community together? If you cannot, I will keep approaching you. It's not my weakness, it's my strength.
Lokesh, CIA is also inviting to hold one webinar per month or per week. I'm not too clear.
Yeah.
They sent a mail to me where I was thinking that somehow I got too busy that you could go you could make your FBA webinars through on their.
We are most welcome to have collaborations as trade bodies. But if they are thinking that we do have requests from different trade bodies, this webinar is happening, please come. That webinar I am not going to do as an attendee.
No, you'll have to conduct a
Yes,
webinar there.
most welcome. That's something. If they are asking us to do something to contribute to building nation, fair enough. So let me tell you where the conversation becomes different. If I'm a content creator, if I'm a value creator, I can come to your platform. But if you are creating value and you want me to consume the value, I'm not interested because I have too many things to do for my own community. If you are asking for Janta and Bhi to join you on webinars, sorry, I'm not there. But if you want
I'm
me
not
to
saying
contribute,
that.
no,
I
I'm
just
just
felt if
clarifying.
you.
Madhu, not for you. For even general, we all 8 people are, and there are 7 or 8 people watching on Facebook as well. Anybody who's coming to us to actually add value with what we are doing, good enough. That's why the guys have approached. Vinod sent me a message that we have a Zoom meeting and this is the code, please come. So my message to him was, I'm not interested to be in a room single-handedly. If your governing body can talk to our governing body, let's have a webinar together. How can we help you?
Yeah, because they sent me a message on this that you could have
Certainly, you can
webinars
forward the
on their
email.
panel.
Yeah, you can forward the email. There's an email address. I will text you. You can send it to Rima, and you can connect us to CII. We are most welcome to send. We have experienced buying agents in Linda, Sangeeta, and Bhavna, and Ajay. So many people we are there. We will be very happy to send one of our governing body member to represent Federation, a buyer council, talking about what the buyer wants from the industry at CIA platform. Why not?
No, you have to conduct the webinar there.
We'll conduct the webinar. Why not?
That's what I'm
We just
saying.
did on that day, Linda. I think you both were missing. When we did the cell council, we were 7 of us there.
I was missing, yeah.
And there were 65 exporters. So so we are actually overshot by 3 minutes. So quickly I will do, sharing is there. Book your slot is for, I would say, exporters. FBA stepping stone, that is also for these. Do share the Federation Facebook with your exporters as well. Tell them, listen to old videos and conversations, and then if you want to come back to the room, most welcome. That is another way of motivating people to understand that whatever content has been created is adding value in different lives. You just listen to that and you might find a clue. But guys, anybody wants to stay back so I can break the rooms, or
no, thanks, not today. I have other appointments lined up.
Yeah.
Okay, Sangeeta, we're looking forward to 8 p.m. The room will open at 7:45.
Okay.
You're muted. Hold on. Yeah, Sangeeta.
Yeah.
So 30-second pitch for your session tonight, Sangeeta. This is your moment.
Yes, I'll be there.
Good luck.
Bye.
I'm sure it's going to be very good.
Yeah, see you. Bye.
Yeah. See you then.
Bye, everybody.
Everyone. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.